Okay, great morning. Let's look at the spirit pointing this morning's first things we have out. I think I'm just going to go through, try to go through all of these first, and then we'll see if we get something coming through. So the first thing that came out was the Holy Fool. This is what I call your path forward. What is the path you're walking? And with it, I'm going to do the Lenormand with these today. So these are the Byzantine, and this is the Lenormand Tudor. This is the Tudor Lenormand. So what I'm getting with this is where you live. Your path is where you live. Where are you going forward? It's like Christ said on Peter, I'm going to build the church on Peter, the rock. Have a good cornerstone is what I get with this. Have a good cornerstone for your path, for your spiritual journey forward. It says to build it, don't build it on sand, but build your house, in a firm foundation for your spiritual walk, for your spiritual journey forward. Okay, because they are here to offer us the guides, the masters, those are offering us the stars, the higher things, the light, the things of, again, higher awareness, the light and the, aim for the stars, aim for the highest in your journey. Okay, it says if we have here the Eight of Cups, and I like the light of that coming down, and the anchor, your spiritual journey, let it be your anchor. And there are some things you may want to walk away from emotionally. That's what I call this card. It's emotional distancing sometimes, but be anchored in your spirituality, be anchored in that so that you can take action. The Three of Staffs, sometimes it's in other decks waiting for your ship to come in, but not this one. This is coming together with the guides and masters to cut through, take action and cut through, rather than distancing yourself from, being willing to look at what you have, because here we have opportunities in the world. The Ace, the starting of opportunities, and the Bouquet. So you have so many different things. What are you planting? Okay. Because when I saw it from looking at it first, I got cornucopia. Then when I looked at it now, it's coming through, something else is coming through. It's the garden, the things you are planting. What are the seeds you're planting, and the garden that you are going to grow? So many varied flowers, so many different fragrances, so many different looks, so much different beauty. And you are here to walk your journey, to have spiritual growth, to align your souls to the higher and the divine, to come to know the divine is, to come to know what is God, to want to know what are the higher things of the universe, and go with the flow of light and life and creation and the creationary realm that you are living within. This is the place where you can come and to define yourselves, to try to enhance and to grow and to experience the things that are going to bring you soul growth. That's what your journey here is about, soul growth. So when you come in, make sure you make a good foundation, because we are going to offer these things, but you have free will. You don't have to accept them. You can accept them or you can reject them. It's up to you which way you're going to go. But we are here to aid you in your journey to higher elevation. And as you know, we are, as a planetary whole, going through a evolution. A revolution is coming in this planet now. This is the revolution. This thing about this experiencing this distancing from good versus evil, if you will. Although there is no good versus evil. These are different shades of light as one goes through the journey. So, are you going to hold to shadow substance, which has no reality in the end, or are you going to hold to the light, the substance, which gives everything meaning? And it's within that that you make your journey, that you make your elevation, that you make your way forward to continue to have growth. We are here to aid you in that growth. The higher elevated beings, those that have gone before, are here to help you to make your own journey and your way forward. You have free will. You have free will. You have free will to go whichever direction you are choosing to go, either to greater light, or to this darkness, which is one of distancing, which is one of shunning, which is one of ignoring the light, which goes down into that ego form, or of which they will call Satan. That ego form, that which wanted to have the glory for themselves rather than to give the glory to God. So which direction are you going to go? You have this diversionary path that's going now. This is the time of making your choices. Are you going to go to the higher things, or are you going to go the way of ego? So this is your choice as a transition for the whole of humanity at this point. And you can see this dividing line coming in even greater revelations now as these things unfold. This is why these things are happening on the planet now, so that one can wake up, wake up, wake up. The small nudges didn't do it, so now we have to hit you upside the head to get you to awaken to what's going on and the reality of the situation. So, which way are you going to go forward? You have so many opportunities. What seeds are you planting in your garden? What are you going to grow? Are you growing weeds, or are you growing these beautiful flowers? But even the beautiful flowers, don't forget, have thorns. Even they have thorns. If you're going to grow a rose, you have to deal with the thorns. So, what is it you're planting in your garden? What are your choices you're making? Yes, when you get to the other side, then you get to elevate, you get to look, and you get to see from the higher perspective as what you have done and what you haven't done, your choices in life. And from that, you learn, you learn, you learn. And then you go forward again to make new choices, to have new experiences, to have another chance of elevation. Elevation. Yes, when Christ came to earth and he went down into the lower realms after his death, quote unquote death, there is no death, and that is what he came to show, what he came to prove, what he came to give you the knowledge of. And he descended into the hell realms, and the hell realms could not hold him, but he wanted to liberate those that were caught in their delusion. He gave them this opportunity, but even in this, they had free will. Some chose to elevate, and some chose to stay there because they could not stand the light. They were so adverse to the light. So those will go to the second death eventually. But that's another thing we will leave for a later time. At this time, we want to talk to you about the elevation, about the opportunities you're being given for growth here. So make your thing of good foundation, have a good spiritual understanding, and want to know the light, want to know God, want to know those things of the higher elevation, and we will present those doors to you. Now, if you're praying for peace, then we're going to give you every opportunity to learn peace. It doesn't mean that peace is going to descend. You get every opportunity to learn peace. So we're going to send you those challenges to that. So it's like lifting weights. If you are challenged by it, then you have to grow in it. You have to practice it in order to grow within it. So watch what you're praying for. Pray for the highest good, pray for the highest things, and then get out of the way and let the universe work. And don't be dismayed because you don't see things happening exactly what you want in the timing that you want, because all things happen in their right timing. Everything has to fit like clockwork, like clockwork, like clockwork. The gears have to mesh. They have to come together and be able to mesh. So you have to give this time for these things to work out. But know that good triumphs over evil. The light will dispel the darkness. So continue your path forward. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on your path forward. Continue to walk it and ask for those doors to be open, and be willing to walk away from those things that are maybe holding you in shadow. Be willing to give those up. Be willing to let go of those, cut those ties to that. That's what the axe is there for. Cut those ties, and we are there to help you with that. But you have to have your eyes open. You cannot have your eyes closed in order to move forward. You have to open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes, and be willing to look, to process that journey, to question things more deeply. So do not be dismayed at the times that are coming now. Don't forget, this is like the play. Okay? This is like a play. You're actors here on this stage. And yes, while it seems very, very real, and in one sense it is real, in another sense it is not, it is ephemeral, it is empty in nature, you are the players in this play of transition, in this planetary awareness that you are in now, in where you are living on this plane of existence. Yes, you have these physicality of form to be able to experience what you are dealing with in this transitional level, in this experiential level, in this dynamic of this energy. When you leave the physical form, then you go into a more rarefied form, and you've left this physicality behind. You've left this thing, the elements of earth on the earth plane, and you have gone more into the spiritual realm. You have these physical bodies made up of the elements of the earth plane so that you can transition in this earth plane and experience all of these things. This is your mode of experience. This is your vehicle of experience in this plane of existence. But there are many, many, many other planes of existence more rarefied than what you are experiencing here. This is the groundwork, shall we say, the groundwork to moving forward, because this is one of the most difficult levels where you can make the most progress in the most rapid manner, because you are facing the extremes. You are facing the extremes here now on this plane of existence, and this moment of history, especially for this dividing is happening, this division of this shadow versus light. You are going through this division happening now on this plane of existence. So go to the higher things. Go to the higher things. We are here to help you. We are here to aid you in your journey forward, and we want to see the best for humanity. And we know, undoubtedly, without a shadow of doubt, that these things are going to elevate. It's all about elevating. It's about this transitioning universe, all of these places, and it's all in continual motion. The dance of life, not tirage. Creation, destruction, though there is no genuine destruction, it is only a changing of the elements, for nothing in the energy system dies. It only transitions into something else, something new, something higher, something more elevated. It is on this journey. You are on this journey. You are life, light, love, compassion, empathy. These are the things that are of importance to learn within your experience on this earth plane. So what is the path that you're going to choose going forward? Are you going to pick the higher path? Yes, it's more difficult. It's more difficult when you go to the higher elevation than it is if you pick the path of shadows, which is a downward thing. So if you're going on a hill, is it more difficult to climb up or easier just to go down? The ones in that ego form are choosing the easier path, what they think is easier the path. But it is well worth it to pick the path of climbing ever elevation, higher and higher awareness. For they lose their soul. What is it if you gain the world yet you lose your soul? They are after the things of the world. So let them have their things of the world. Let them have their moment their moment of glory, so to speak, if they think it is such, for they will find out in the end that they have bought cheap counterfeit jewels. They have bought the cheap counterfeit, and this will be made aware to them when they leave the physical form and they have to re-experience their life journey. So have no fear, they will experience this life journey again and see the error of their ways in choosing those things which were counterfeit to the genuine spirit of life, light, love, compassion, empathy, the things of the higher awareness. So even though you are having a difficult climb on this journey, open your hearts, open your eyes, open your awareness, open yourself to these things of spirit, so the Holy Spirit can descend and can bring to you more knowledge, awareness. And always seek the higher things. Always know and put it in the hands of God. Put it in the hands of God. Offer yourselves and your lives and your journeys to those higher elevation, those that wish to be light workers. Yes, you go through a more difficult time because you have to understand how to move forward so that you can aid and instruct others. So why do you bemoan the fact that you are having more difficult journeys? It is there to be a teacher. In order to be a teacher, you have to learn, you have to experience, you have to have the knowledge in order to do that. So do not bemoan your fate. If you have asked to be a light worker, then understand this is part of the journey. You are going to go through the most difficult of times in order to elevate and climb forward, and then you have something to give to others, because then you have the roadmap, how to move forward and how to give aid and how to instruct others and how to show by your life experiences the path forward. So we want to leave you with this: much love and light to all. Continue your forward growth and understand this transition that you're going through now is to awaken, is to elevate, is to open your eyes to the importance of these things. Yes, Spirit gives you little nudges and nudges, but if you don't listen, then eventually it slaps you upside the head to get you to pay attention and awareness and to open yourselves to what is taking place. Okay. Yeah, it's so odd when the transmission stops. It just, that's it. It's like, okay. So mercy. On that note, much love and light. I'll go back and listen to this in a few minutes because when it's coming through, I'm not aware, of everything that's coming through as it's coming through. So much love and light. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you online.